Hospital? Hurt, but I felt nothing.
Pull!
Now, come on, now try to remember.
It's all right, Terry. You're in good hands now.
You need a little rest, that's all. You're in hospital. You'll be fine soon. My name's Nurse Thompson.
My name...
No better than last time. Keep an eye on him, will you? I'll be back when the parents come. When he sees them, it might do the trick. Let's hope so.
Don't go.
Well, Nurse Thompson is staying.
Tell me what's wrong. What's happened?
Well, nothing's happened. You're all right.
Then what am I doing here? Well, don't you see? I can't remember anything.
It's quite normal, don't worry. You're suffering from shock. Now, it might have been a fall or some kind of knock. We don't know yet. You're not hurt, anyway. It could have been simply exposure. Your instructors told us that you've been on a solo trek. You spent last night outside. Remember?
Instructors?
You're on a course. Outdoor Pursuit Center. Don't you remember that?
Outdoor?
Pursuits, canoeing, trekking, potholing.
Potholing? You wouldn't catch me doing that, no fear. Listen, I've never done any potholing.
Where do you come from, Terry?
I come from... Well, it's...
It'll come. Just take some rest.
But I don't want to rest. I want to know. Well, don't you see? I can't remember anything. How long have I been here?
Only a few hours.
A few hours and you've told me nothing?
We have.
You have what?
Just do as the doctor says, Terry.
Terry? Funny name, Terry. Terry what?
Terry Connor.
Terry Connor?
Wasn't a name, just a noise. I couldn't think of anything to do with me except what I could see and feel.
These don't belong to Terry Connor, do they?
No, they're not yours. Those are.
Let me see.
I'll be back after my rounds, Terry. Your parents should be here at tea time. You'll find things should start to clear by then, as long as you take it easy. Lots of rest.
Not mine.
How do you mean?
Well, this jacket, look, full of raisins. Don't go for them. What I remember.
Well, the farmer found you on the road wearing that.
Full of raisins? But what for?
Keep you going on a hike.
But I've never liked raisins.
Maybe you found you did.
Yeah. Maybe. The beams! Where are the beams? I've got to see the beams. I've got to face them. They'll get the code. I've got to face the beams!
Terry! What beams? What are you talking about? I'll take those. No more bad dreams. Just rest until the doctor comes back. Try and sleep.
Can't think. Can't sleep.
Just try.
No!
All right.
Here. Those are mine, those raisins.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like them. I'll keep them. You know, we mustn't have you frightening yourself like that. Set the wireless on, shall we?
Got to remember.
Better concentrate on something else. Let it happen in its own time.
Complaint that the orbiting satellite is being sent up on a special spy
All right?
mission, despite an official statement from Houston promising that all the information gained will be made public in a number of countries, including...
Some music, then.
Morning. See me?
Welcome back, Dr. Jensen.
Hello. And what have I done to merit this welcome? Nice as it is. Or have security been guarding my office all weekend? Nothing here to steal, you know. All in here.
We know.
Well, do sit down. Well, what is it then? Am I late?
No. But you've been missing for 36 hours.
Missing? I suppose it's what you call it in security. Walking, I call it recharging the batteries. I go missing every weekend, Miss Howard. You should know.
Oh, I know more than that, Doctor. You use the Claremont Hotel as a base. You must have known we kept an eye on you.
Oh, yes. Evans, isn't it? Wears a ghastly Tyrolean hat.
You didn't check in yesterday. You weren't there last night.
True.
You don't seem to understand, Doctor. I've had teams of men scouring the Peak District for you.
Full marks. Only I wasn't in the Peak District.
Well, where were you?
Well, I took the car and wandered, that's all. Found a little place. Wanted to make sure I had this final weekend to myself, without the attentions of the diligent Evans. Not a crime, is it?
It'd be more than just a crime if you ran into trouble. More like an international incident.
You mean foreign spies working me over to make me talk? Oh, come, Miss Howard, I'm here. There's no need to look so grim.
Our job is keeping track of you, Doctor. At the moment, you must be the most valuable man in the world. The risks involved don't make me smile. Now, will you tell me where this little place was?
No. Besides, it's over now, so it doesn't matter. I'll be working weekends from now on. You've done your job, Miss Howard, haven't you? I'll be here when the space lab goes up, ready for the information with the Jenson Code intact.
I suppose so.
Suppose? I'd know if somebody had stolen it now, wouldn't I? It's not the sort of thing you just forget.
Yes? Who is it?
Hello.
Oh, good afternoon. Can I help you?
You're very formal today.
What do you want?
What's the matter, Mrs. Powell? You know me, Sergeant Buckle.
Police?
Good Lord, no. You know me. I've been coming here for years for key to Wilmer Pot. You know, for lads who do potholing at centre. I'm caretaker there.
Oh, yes? Yes?
You haven't forgotten me.
Oh, I forget a lot of things these days. I never used to. So you'll be wanting the key, then, to the cave?
No, the lads have been down Wilmer Deep already. Yesterday we came for the key. Don't you remember that? Me and the boys.
There's been no boys staying here.
No, not staying, just fetching key, like. I wondered if you'd seen one of them. Yesterday, perhaps, or last night. Called Terry Connor. Been out camping solo. A driver found him on road this morning, about a mile away from here. Lost his way.
Oh, yes?
Ah, lost his memory and all. Seems to be an outbreak of forgetting. So I thought I'd stop by just in case you'd seen the boy.
There's been no boys staying here.
I'm not talking about staying, Mrs. Powell. Think. Have you seen a boy?
I've said it. I've said it. Now go away and leave me alone. Get out of my hands. I've had enough, I tell you. I'm not being bullied anymore.
Who's been bullied?
There's been
I'm not
nobody
bullying
staying here. No boys. No one.
Terry, this code you're looking for, could it simply be a phone number? A dialing code? Possibly you wanted to ring home and... No? All right. But you've got to understand one thing. People who suffer loss of memory often imagine there's something terrible at the far end of the tunnel, a monster in the mind. It's an illusion. At the far end of the tunnel is... well, you're past, that's all. That's the code you're looking for. That's all the secret is. Remembering. And the mind must take its own time. There's no good forcing it. After all, there's no great hurry. Is there?
Countdown -5 days. Figures coming up for day 1 of the missile identification project. The following areas will be studied from the space laboratory. Encoded information transmitted to the receiver booth. Beginning 0900 hours, Saturday. Section 6. Grid reference 149286. 0906.
It was like a weird dream. This couple came to see me. I'd never seen them in my life. But they said they were my mum and dad. These two people, they sat there and said they were my mum and dad.
That's Sandra.
Your sister, Sandra. She were 9 then.
Your 7th birthday.
Out at Thermiston. Do you remember when we used to live there, Terry? Out by Wilf and Nora's.
Showed me pictures of myself as a kid. All sorts of photographs. Well, you can't argue with that, can you?
Very nice. Looks like me, doesn't it? Look, could you do something for me? Get me something.
Anything, son. What is it? Anything at all?
Some raisins.
Raisins?
Yeah, just some raisins, that's all.
The man we spoke to, your instructor, he said you'd been camping outside, alone. He said you were scared to go potholing, so he sent you on
I was in this room. Old room. In a farmhouse, not out of doors.
Camping out, he said, Terry.
I had to learn this code, you see, 'cause...
What code? I mean, what sort of code?
Raisins, get me some raisins, you promised.
Got some more photos, Terry.
He won't be like this for long, will he?
There's no telling, I'm afraid.
Well, you're not saying he could stay this way, are you?
It's unlikely, Mr. Connor. All the same, people do wander in out of the cold without a shred of memory. No one knows why. Sometimes we never find out.
But he's young, he's
Young enough to have had a
strong.
bad scare in the dark, alone out there, out in the hills.
He says he was indoors, in a farmhouse.
Yes, but when? Last night, last week, 3 years ago. Who knows?
Yes, okay, it's me, Terry Connor. Okay? Terry Connor. That's me.
I think a little sleep might be in order now, but you'll come back tomorrow, won't you?
Grid reference 701912. Section 701914B.
B? What's the B in those two grid numbers?
Sir?
What does it stand for?
I believe Dr. Jensen knows, sir.
Jensen? I want to know, man. When do we get the link up with Houston? I'll speak to Endicott myself.
Should be coming through shortly, sir.
Security here. Is General Hart there, please?
That one, sir.
Hart speaking. Is it the link up coming through?
No, sir, this is security, Miss Howard. I'd like a word with you.
Well, what is it?
Dr. Jensen has arrived, General. He's in his office. You wanted to know.
Thank you. Continue monitoring. I'll be back shortly.
Oh, sir. Shall I see you're informed when Houston comes through?
Not if I'm speaking to Dr. Jensen. They can wait. Andrew, do you have a moment?
Sir?
Just had Miss Howard's report on your lost weekend.
Lost?
By us, it seems. Well, let the subject drop. If you'll give me your word, there'll be no more adventuring.
Not while the project lasts.
Well, enough. Seen the program, have you? It's a long day, Andrew, for you sitting in that receiver booth.
I'm used to it.
Without having thought waves beamed you at 150 signals a minute, how will you manage?
General Hart, I'm a precision instrument. I'll manage. My little walking tour has toned me up. Besides, I'll have to manage. No one else can do the job as accurately.
That's just it. Whitehall were on my back, insisting on tighter security measures. And all the other governments are on their back. The French, the Germans, and everyone who's had access to the information. The world's entire defense cover. East and west, land, sea, and air on one map. And if that fell into the wrong hands...
There's no danger of that, I assure you.
2 years we spent looking for the right man. And once we'd found you, then another year working on your infernal code. It'd be worth a lot of money to an interested party.
Raisin, Jenna?
I think you can't stand them. It's a good job you're incorruptible, Jensen.
Yes, isn't it?
You'd better be. Good day, dear.
Good day, sir.
General?
The man has given me his word.
His word?
I've got Houston on the line, Miss Howard. Keep up the good work. You.
The signal. I had to break it. I had to break it.
Got to get out. Got to get out. No, no injections, please. No injections.
What's the matter, Terry? What's this?
Injections.
It's me, Nurse Thompson.
My name...
I'll fetch the doctor to you, shall I?
Leave the doctor alone. Leave him alone.
Why, Terry?
Don't you understand? He's going to crack. One more session, that's all.
The doctor?
The doctor's going to give in. He'll give away the code. I'll be the only one who knows, just me.
Terry, you must get back to bed. Please, then we'll talk.
To bed?
Yes, look.
No, must stay awake. Must remember. I'm not going back to bed.
All right. We'll put on a dressing gown, though, shall we?
No.
Well, look, it's just here by the door.
Plus and minus, odd and even, yes and no. The circle and the cross.
That's it. The circle and the cross. The code.
The circle and the cross?
That's right. One clears the channel, the other blocks it.
I don't understand. Well, what does it mean? What is the code? Tell me.
It's his. He invented it. 100%, he said. 100%.
Who said?
The doctor.
What? Our Dr. Verney?
Dr. Verney? He's old.
No, he isn't. You've seen Dr. Verney. He's been in and out of here all day.
He can't hold out much longer. I'll be the only one who knows. Just me.
Come and sit down, Terry. Then we'll talk about it. Come on.
He told me. He told me the beams. It blocks the channel.
Nurse!
There's somebody trapped in the ruins.
Trapped?
Granny's found him. Granny Powell.
Found whom?
Dr. Jensen.
Jensen?
He's still in there.
Dr. Jensen?
Shh. Listen.
You said Jensen?
That's right. Dr. Jensen, that's his name.
I've been calling for you.
Have you heard of a Dr. Jensen round here, Doctor?
I don't think so. Would you go and see to Miss Drew, please? I've got to be away by 6:30.
Yes, Doctor.
Someone to see you, Terry.
Dr. Jensen.
No, it's your instructors from the potholing place. They've come round to see you. I think he's gradually beginning to remember things.
Hello, Terry.
I'm sure you remember us.